First ever British display by a beautiful reproduction of this machine. And here it is on the roll. Just look at this, the Messerschmitt Me-262 from the Messerschmitt Foundation and Airbus Heritage. On the 18th of July 1942, the Meteor, the Gloucester Meteor, an example of which you can see here in the static display courtesy of Martin Baker Aircraft, which was Britain's first operational jet fighter, that didn't take to the air until March 1943. Such was the lead that Germany had obtained. In for its first pass, the remarkable shape of the Me-262. This incredible pioneering machine was able to enter Luftwaffe service with a unit called Erprobungskommando 262, Test and Service Trials Unit, stationed at Lechfeld in Bavaria. That August, it was renamed famously the Kommando Nowotny after its commanding officer, and it conducted the first ever missions in history by a jet fighter, scoring several air-to-air kills. Much has been made over the years of Hitler's edict that the Me-262 should be used not as an air-to-air fighter, but as a bomber. And so it was that another Luftwaffe unit, Kampfgeschwader 54, converted to become the first ground attack unit on the type. It proved fairly ineffective in that role, and it really didn't do a great deal for the overall operational effectiveness of the 262. Large-scale fighter missions by these aircraft against Allied bombers started in early 1945. Their speed was far in excess of the piston-engine fighter opposition they were coming up with. The top speed of the Me-262 was about 560 miles an hour. Compare that with the P-51D Mustang at 440 miles an hour. And a very good,
for whatever reason. And I was about 30,000 feet, and I looked down there and I saw a 262 at about 20,000 feet going the other direction. So I thought, boy, this is a chance to get that jet. I did a half roll, what they call a split S, which is a inverted dive. Exceeding the red line of the airplane, trying to catch that jet. When he just pulls up in vertical climb and disappears, I have no way I'll ever catch him.
Still, they were. And who, Mark, would ever have thought we'd see this shape in British skies? Most stunning silhouette that we've got here this weekend. I remember building a model of one of these many, many years ago as a kid, and never thought I'd see one flying here at Royal International Airport. When it arrived in the UK last week, it was the first time a Me-262 should have acquired and been operating this aircraft for now 17 years. Finally, it's come to the UK, and it has not disappointed. The airplane in the hands of Airbus test pilot Gary Kleienbuhl, a man of vast flying experience. He's been in the flight test business for more than 30 years, has frontline types such as the F-5E Tiger, the F-A-18 Hornet, the Tornado and the Eurofighter Typhoon in his logbooks. But surely he's proudest of his exploits flying this, the Messerschmitt Me-262 AB-1C. The aircraft staying in the UK for a few days longer. Is the visual holds over to recover to it.